show is going to be a mess.
You're just doing like your own.
The listeners already know I'm a fucking mook who can never find anything, so you know.
I mean, you didn't need to do that, dog.
Listeners, if you don't know enough now to cover your children's ears when you're listening to us,
You do now.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing that the contortionists at the Renaissance Festival said. If your kids are getting our jokes, that's your fault, not ours.
Is that how you scarred yourself as a child? Little like 5-year-old Justin was sitting at the contortionist booth, and they're like, "Hey kid, you want to see a trick?"
No, this was at the Renaissance Festival last year or 2 years ago. Anyway, Circa Bravo, look them up. They're hilarious.
Who? Circa who?
Circa Brava.
Johnny. Oh, Eugene. Jeez.
Hi, Twitch.
It's
Hi,
a pair of contortionists who interesting.
Hey, Cartman.
Bitman.
I hate him.
That was really bad. That was one of my worst Cartman impressions. I'm sorry.
As a like spiritual. Oh, there's Discordo. As a spiritual Kyle at heart, I hate Cartman.
As a spiritual Kyle. Okay, that's gonna do.
Well, Catherine bitch, she's a big bitch, she's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. She's a big bitch, if there was a bitch, she's a bitch to all the boys and girls.
If hopefully Lucas, your computer is cooperating, because you had to. It was just today that you got that blue screen, right?
What did you just take a screenshot of?
Your
Don't
mom.
worry about it.
Show mama, fool. Well, hello.
I've always got my Control-Shift-Q ready to take a screenshot, Justin.
I'm so salty that because of these headphones, I can't.
I need to set keystrokes for that because it would be handy. Wait, I can probably.
Can you add that to your little magical button box?
What am I adding?
A little screenshot button. You can put a little camera thing as an icon.
No, dude. And then like just click
Yeah.
it and make people think you're taking screenshots.
Actually, yes, I've set a bunch of macros for like basically for like when I'm using GIMP, like Photoshop type stuff, to like do stuff.
I want you to set two. One that takes screenshots and one that makes people think you're taking screenshots.
That's a great idea. So like just get the same sound that is from
Right.
Piazzo.
Screenshot roulette, man.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like we're about there, ready to rock. I'm going to see if everybody is recording at this point.
Testing.
I'm going to
1,
see if
2,
everyone's
3.
recording at this point as well.
This is a thing
I
that I'm
can
testing.
confirm
and
that
is very
everyone
loud.
is not recording. I can confirm that at least some of us are recording.
I can neither confirm nor deny that Justin is recording.
I just got
Where's my Switch?
Right here, big boy.
Well, if everybody is recording, what say we sync up, huh?
Sounds like a plan.
Oops, not that one.
Eugene, don't do that during the show. You'll create issues with our audio.
I know, my bad.
Our audience is used to a professional setting. Thank you, Eugene.
I can give you a better one. I'll just use the one that I put in the outtakes that 1 month.
Nice. All right, well, let's get rolling. We are going to start the sync up in 3, 2, 1.
Sonic and Mario with the Olympic Winter Games.
Miles Tails, where are you at?
116.
All right. Rubius Knuckles, where are you at?
1434.
I guess that leaves me as
And
you know what,
Chronic the Hedgehog, where are you at?
oh no, I will not answer to anything but Dr. Robotnik.
That's true. Yeah.
I was at a minute 5.
All right, Mr. Robotnik. Or no, I'll call you Eggman.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Hey, look, it's a giant floating egg.
All right. Well, I think we're off to a good
He
start.
left a floater.
Let me make sure that I am recording this bit.
Oh shit!
What?
What did
What?
you just remember?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Why did you say oh shit at the same time I did?
I said oh shit because you said oh shit.
If you had been listening, you would have known. Pay attention, Steve.
I'm gonna level this out while you're oh shitting. Tell me if it's too loud.
We put the donkey
little
in
loud.
Donkey Kong.
A little loud. But that's kind of also the music's fault. The Shovel Knight tracks are very loud.
Fucking
Yeah.
loud, right?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, how's this? Better?
Infendo Radio is
That'll
on
work.
now.
Sort of.
We'll take it.
Now
anyway.
it's just like normal loud. Like,
I think we need to collect like ambient, quiet music to play in the background. 'Cause-
that ain't happening, bub, because I'm in charge of the music now.
Well, then can I request we retire Shovel Knight? Because I find it very difficult to listen when that's going on.
Nah,
request-
son.
Justin, we will retire you before we retire Shovel Knight.
Steve made
I
a
think-
very special request to get Shovel Knight in the playlist. You may, however, grab some tracks from a game or two that you like, throw them in the audio file, and I will add them to the rotation. So
All right, Steve, how about we compromise on this? I will find all of the nice, calm, atmospheric Donkey Kong Country music in remastered form and submit those.
I can live with that.
I mean, I would
I think
podcast
Steve
to
is
some
working
equality
right
name.
now.
Of course he is.
No, I'm pulling up the Patreon list because I wasn't sure if you had done it yet, Eugene.
I have
I
it, but
will.
if you want to, since you're pulling it up, do you want to be the one to read it then?
Steve's going, no. How dare you ask me that?
I actually have it open in another tab, Steve. I can actually just screenshot it.
Eugene Timothy Smith, do you have a lava lamp plugged into your outlet?
I cannot see.
Maybe.
That was
Maybe
by
I do.
design.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Where
Well,
the
you
hell
know,
is
maybe
Linus?
maybe
Or, I mean,
he's
not
working
Linus.
for Cloudflare.
Where's
You-
Andy?
Eugene Gregory Thompson, are you wearing the shirt I designed?
Yes, I am.
I feel so honored.
Eugene, do you see Andy on your list?
I think we finally drove him away.
Well, finding out live during the show is a great way to do it, guys.
Yeah. Oh, wait. There he
Yeah,
is.
I do.
Never mind.
He's right on the top.
Yeah,
dog.
I'm just stupid. So we can move on with the show now.
And now we've reached the part of the live stream where we personally call out every one of our listeners that we suspect of leaving us.
Well, I figured it was beginning of the month. Fuck, it's not even beginning of the month. I'm going home.
Phantom, we're watching you. We don't trust you.
All right, we're getting this show started. Let's fucking go.
We put the donkey in Donkey Kong. Infendo Radio is on now.
All right, it is time for Infendo Radio. We are all jazzed and ready to fight some shovels. Wait,
That's
no, we're going to
exactly
fight
what
with
you do.
shovels.
That's exactly
No,
what you
we
do in that
fight
game.
shovels.
Don't correct yourself. You did it. You did it flawlessly.
You always trust your
Okay,
gut.
so now I want the DLC. I know they just wrapped up, but there needs to be a Shovel Knight boss where you're fighting a physical shovel. I need this.
It's okay. That'll be in the next game.
That'll be in Shovel Knight 64.
If
We'll
only
have
there were
googly eyes.
if only there were some Shovel Knight DLC where you could play as the bad guys.
I know, right?
Hello, everybody. It is Infendo Radio time. We are off to a great start. I am here with Dr. Robotnik himself. How are you doing tonight, Justin?
If they do make a Shovel Knight 64, they'd better do it in Rareware style with everything having googly eyes and talking in funny voices.
I would
That
take
would
it.
be awesome.
Well, they've already got the model for Shovel Knight, so it's easy because they put him
and
in
the
ukulele.
game with the googly eyes. So
Yeah,
really,
right.
it's just
Yeah.
a patch away.
Easy.
Steven, your eyes are not googly, but you are looking very nice tonight. How are you doing today?
Did someone say Shovel Knight?
Did someone say workplace sexual harassment?
No.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
Yeah, you know.
McDonald's is horrible.
I'm sorry, Steve is looking
Unless
good,
you wanna
and he's
sponsor
turning
us.
me on, Lucas. But you're looking good as well. As always, you, the beautiful unicorn of the show that you are. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, and I don't need no man telling me how good I look.
Why does Lucas
What
get
about
all the
Steve?
compliments? What are we, chopped liver, Justin? Holy
He
crap.
knows I'm basic, and I need a lot of compliments.
Clearly, you insecure son of a...
Well, it is a great show that we have for you tonight. This episode is brought to you by a few producers that we'd like to give a shout out to. So, Steve, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, so thank you all very much for continuing to subscribe to this podcast for some reason over on patreon.com/Infendo Radio. Our show is produced by the following people. Minus64, Phantom, EP Knothead, Skypharaoh, and Slacker Monkey. And then we also have our two executive producers, Andrew Searson and the Brianosaurus. So thank you guys all for subscribing at the $10 level or higher.
Infendo Radio would like to offer each of you a virtual kiss.
Check your
There you go.
Discord channels to receive said kiss.
Infendo
right.
Radio not liable for missing kisses.
With that, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with Change the System. We're back! It's Change the System. We're gonna play a game, but that's
It's a
after this.
musical episode of Infendo Radio.
All right, well,
That died quick.
let's hit Change the System. I think I'll use this soundbite that says $1. Here we go. Fuck, I forgot to put a break fucking note in my fucking dots.
Eugene, language!
God fucking damn it.
Eugene, language!
We just went from E for everyone to E for to explicit.
Just sing
Alright,
some
here-
more High School Musical and balance it out. Don't worry.
Wait, what? How does that song go?
We're soaring, flying.
I don't know about you, but I like having my name read on a podcast once a month. If you want to have your name read on ours, hop over to patreon.com/Infendo Radio and get in for just $1.
All right, we are back. It is time for some Change the System. We actually have some news to talk about this week because Nintendo is deciding that they want to put their news out on Thursdays all of a sudden.
Yeah, Nintendo. We thought we had a thing here.
Fun
I
To
fact,
be,
we
to
have
be
a
fair, it was the Pokemon Company.
but we also have a Smash Direct tomorrow. So
Yeah.
Well, all right.
But
it's almost like
anyways,
deciding to record on Wednesdays is turning out to be a bad idea.
Well, I'm ready to talk
I mean-
Pokemon though because even though that news is a week old, I am still freaking hyped.
Boy, I'm so excited. Oh, God.
So I
Um,
guess we'll
well-
start Change the System here with Lucas and or Steve. I don't know which one wants to take it first, but you know, here we go.
Lucas, you can spill the beans.
I have a feeling that mine is going to be significantly more positive than yours, so I'll bring up the. Well,
Oh, that's right, because we haven't really discussed this
You
yet.
want to confront some negativity, and I just want to talk hype because I've been avoiding the negativity. So, yeah, no, Pokemon Sword and Shield. For those of you uncultured swine who've been living under a rock and only listen to Infendo Radio for your news, first, I'm sorry for calling you uncultured swine, and second, we're getting DLC in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
So
real
in-
DLC, not
insta-
like just Pokemon that are released
Yeah.
later.
So like normally when you buy a Pokemon game, Then you have to buy basically the exact same game with a few extra little updates, and they make it like Ultra, or they make it the third game, and then you have to play
Or
through the whole
Omega.
game. Yeah, and then you
Pokemon
have
Yellow.
to play through the whole game again with a few key differences to get to the cool stuff that they bury toward the end. And it costs $60. Now we're getting all that extra stuff added on to the game we already own, which is how I've been saying they should do it for years, for $30. And it's, oh God, it just looks so good.
Yeah.
We're getting 2 new areas, each of which has a wild area. I think they confirmed there's going to be at least 200 more Pokemon added to the
Yep.
Pokedex.
Yep.
There's new Pokemon, there's new Galarian forms, there's
Yes.
new Gigantamax forms.
There's
Everything
new
is-
evolutions.
You're never going to
possibly.
die. Everyone can fly now. It's like, oh God.
Wait. Everyone can fly? What
But
do you mean?
only once. I'm flourishing for dramatic effects.
Everybody gets one.
I was like, wait, I missed that part.
From now
What?
on, when you cry, chocolate milk will release from your eyes, and you can have a tasty beverage. No, it looks really solid. So they introduced the new legendary Pokemon, who's going to be this bear dude who looks awesome, and I love him, and I want him. They introduced Galarian Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke, who looks so good that I grinded for a shiny and got a shiny egg to hatch.
Within like 3 days, mind you.
On Saturday, after learning about it on Thursday. Yeah, no, it looks like a freaking good time. So
Well, and not only that, but there's new Galarian forms of the legendary bird.
Yeah, I
Holy
missed.
crap.
I actually missed that when I watched the direct the first time, and
Yeah.
then I was reading like some Kotaku article or like something on Joystick or something. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then that is
Yeah.
Yeah,
exciting.
so Galarian legendary birds have been confirmed. There's going to be 2 different evolutions for Slowpoke, just like there always has been. One evolution is going to come from the first new area, the first island, and the
Slowbro.
Yeah, Slowbro, and then we speculate that Slow King will come from an evolution item you can get on the other island.
Mhm.
The islands, one releases in June, one releases in the fall, is what we know. And it looks awesome.
I love when they add new evolutions to Generation 1 Pokemon.
Well,
Yeah,
but that's
me
just
too.
that's just it though, is we don't know if they're new evolutions like
We don't know if it's basically
Yeah,
we don't know if
we-
it's going to be Galarian Slowbro and Slow King,
or if
it's going to be
like
like
Zigzagoon where he
where
evolved
they
into
just
an
gave
animal.
him a
yeah.
new form.
So we don't know yet.
So we don't know what it's going to be, and that's why it's exciting. It could be slow. It could be Slow Queen. It could be
Lucas?
Slow Bra. It could be
Lucas?
Slow Chad. We don't know.
Lucas, I just had a thought.
Yes.
There's still hope for new Eevees this generation.
Oh,
they could
yeah.
do one per island.
There's
I didn't
hope
even
for
think about that.
There's hope for
Wow.
anything, Stephen. Hope is alive
Oh
and
my
well
God.
in the world.
So
And needless to say, that means that some people have a problem
Yeah.
with it.
So I do want to clarify something Lucas said earlier. It's
But
$30
by the way, my
per
prediction was
game,
correct.
which
Yeah.
was
Somebody was
Wait,
gonna
that people would be upset.
Yes, people
Yeah,
would that fanboys would find something to whine about. I called it.
Yeah, while we're at it, Justin, Nintendo is doing games and the sky is blue. So there you go. Yeah, I do
You
want to
must not
clarify
live in upstate
something.
New York.
I do want to clarify something Lucas said earlier. It's $30 per version of the pass.
Yes.
So Shield has a pass, Sword has a pass.
Mhm.
So for me, where I own both games, I will be buying it twice. But even so, I'm
But-
still only paying $60.
But full disclosure for anybody who might own both versions, you do not need to buy both versions
Absolutely.
unless you like 100% want it. There's
Yeah.
going to be a few version exclusive Pokemon. The legendary will evolve into something different, and
Yeah.
one of the friends that you make on the journey will be different based on if
Right.
you have Sword or Shield. But it is
So-
not enough. It is not enough to warrant picking
and
both over one if you don't want to spend all that money.
And for those people that are complaining about locking the Pokemon behind a paywall, that's not really the thing, because the Sword and Shield games are going to be getting an update to where you can still receive those Pokemon in trades, even if you don't have the pass.
There you go.
So you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, of course, like Justin says, people were upset, and it's like, guys, would you rather pay $60 a game for 2 new games, or would you rather pay $30 a pass?
You know,
This is
and
by
I think
far
this
the
is-
better way to do it.
Yeah, I think this is a brilliant idea, especially
Oh,
since
yeah.
recent generations haven't only done like a third version. They've done another pair of games.
Right.
And the last one, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, was such a ripoff.
Yeah.
It literally was add-on content in the form of a new game. Like,
Yeah.
Which
what did they
which
give us?
I understand.
The Ultra Beasts in that one.
we got the Ultra Beast. We got a little extra story.
Yeah, like
and,
2 hours.
Yeah. It was.
The thing that made me mad about that one, honestly, though, is because you had to play through pretty much the whole game to get any of the content.
Yeah.
Like, and your save data didn't transfer over, obviously.
Well, and
so
yeah.
it's
Of
like,
course not, because that would make sense.
It wasn't like playing a game like Pokemon Crystal or Pokemon Platinum, where you're actually kind of getting a new experience based off the old game. You were getting the same game with some additional content, which is why the whole time I was sitting there, I was thinking, why don't they just sell this as DLC?
Right.
Yeah, that was one of the things I liked about Pokemon Yellow, was I already played through most of Pokemon Red, but Pokemon Yellow added so many new things that it felt like you were playing another game. But yeah, so I mean, if nothing else convinces me to get Pokemon Sword and Shield, this might be the thing, because I know that there's going to be people playing this game again in a little while.
Right.
All right,
Or
so I guess that was
whatever.
that was my timer. Steven, I have a request for yours.
Yes.
I would like you to tell the story of the brown. What?
Yeah, the thing that just happened like 2 nights ago.
Can you tell that story on the air?
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Brown stained
Eugene-
underwear.
Eugene, get your Pikas ready, because there's
Boy.
going to be one.
Isn't it fun having two of the Infendo co-hosts be incredibly clicky and talk all the time and not talk to the other?
Oh yeah, like the
So-
old days.
Yeah, I know, right? Except for then it was 3 of us instead. So I'll go next, obviously, because I'm still going to talk Pokemon. That is literally all I have played all
Same.
week. I started Pokemon Sword. I have all 8 badges in Pokemon Sword, and I've not rolled credits on the game yet, though. I got the 8 badges because with the announcement of the Pokemon DLC, they announced a new set of raids. So Flapple and Appleton are more common in their respective versions. And then, what was it? It was Lucas,
Lapras and
what's that one I can never remember?
hang on, because now I'm blanking.
Carcol?
Colossal.
Colossal, that's right. So Gigantamax versions of all of those are available right now.
And real briefly, I have fallen in love with Gigantamax Lapras. Like,
Yeah.
she is
Yeah.
such a good Pokemon for like actual battling, dude. Like in one turn, you can get up a wall that defends you. She deals massive damage. Oh, she's just so good.
Basically that wall is equivalent to light screen and the other screen at the same time.
It's so
And
good.
he's got a thing that lets it do it for like 8 turns. Anyway, so those raids are out. We don't know how long they're going for. So I decided I want to get a shiny Flapple, Gigantamax Flapple. But in order to do that, I had to get to the point in Pokemon Sword, because he's the Sword exclusive, to where I could actually see those raids. So I did
forgot
that.
You have both of those games.
Right. Yeah, I know, right? So I did that, and I started using... It's an exploit, but a very grindy exploit, where you put your game offline, set the date forward, and it changes the raid to the next raid that you would get.
Oh,
So I went
God.
through almost 3 years worth of dates
Oh my
trying to get
God.
that. Now do the math on that. 2 times 365. That's
Yeah.
how many raids I went through to try and get this. And I got frustrated.
Well,
So I
As one
decided,
would.
yeah. So I decided I'm going to keep an eye on the raids because they're going to be more common. There's people all over the internet right now that are hunting those Gigantamax Pokemon. So I'm going to try and join as many of those raids as I can. If I find one, I'll just Master Ball it. No big deal. But
I
then
master balled your mom last night.
there it is.
I don't know if that
So-
makes sense, but
So then I
moving on.
started breeding because I had Lucas help me get another foreign Ditto. So I started breeding Flapples to try and get a shiny, because when you're breeding Pokemon from different regions, your
I learned
odds,
this today.
yeah, your odds decrease from 1 in 4,000 to about 1 in 600 when you don't have the shiny charm. Or for Lucas, they're closer to 1 in 400.
Eugene knows this because I taught him.
Yay! So I started breeding for a shiny Flapple. Well, I was going about this route, and I accidentally ran into... What is that Pokemon I ran into, Lucas? He's another one that I hate.
Stuffle.
Stuffle. So I ran into a Stuffle, and I'm like, God damn it. And then I see the Stuffle, and he doesn't look like a normal Stuffle.
And then from over the call, I hear...
Yeah. And then Lucas hears, what the motherfuck? Is that a fucking shiny? I got a shiny Stuffle.
Yeah, spoiler, it was.
Random. Like 1 in 4,000 odds, I found a shiny Stuffle. So now I have to fucking figure out how to make a shiny Stuffle work on me. Because I don't like Stuffle. That Pokemon is stupid.
Well, he's
Its
yours
evolution
now.
Beware is even worse, but I will make it work.
I have a shiny, I don't remember what it is. It's my first shiny and the only one that I've gotten. And it's one of the square shinies too, one of the rare ones. But it's
I
one
don't
of the,
think mine was a square either.
It's one, what is it? It's that new, I think it's new anyways. It's like a bug Pokemon that doesn't evolve. It's a water and a bug one, and it has like a little mustache thing or something like that.
Jeloscapod? The one
That's the one.
Like,
That's the one.
Oh no, he evolved.
He is the evolution.
Wait, is he a tiny thing or is he a big boy?
He's a
like
big boy.
Big tall guy with arms.
He's the
and
Evo.
the beard.
The baby
Okay.
form is called Wimpod, and he's tiny and he runs.
Maybe
away
I don't have
from
the.
it.
I think I must have the baby one then. I don't know. I'll have to check on my Pokedex.
Yeah,
But
let us
anyways,
know.
I caught one of those on the Isle, that Dragon Isle or whatever it's called.
Nice.
Where you and it was shiny, so I was like, hell yeah.
Nice.
So I got my shiny. It wasn't the shiny I was looking for, so I continue to breed. I'm at about 4 boxes. I may or may not be doing that during the show. But yeah, so I will breed. The cool thing about the Applin and Flapple is normally it's a dragon in a red apple, but this one's just in a green apple. It's just one of those things that makes sense, but it looks really nice when you see it. So that's why I'm hunting him down. Beyond that, I haven't been playing anything. I forgot to mention on the show last week that I got Starlink for like $4.87.
With
It's
toys
still-
and everything?
Yeah, just the main starter kit, basically.
But still.
Best Buy.
Haven't even booted it up. Yep, Best Buy with Gamers Club unlocked. So at some point I'll play that. I will buy all $60 worth of DLC when I do decide to play it, though. Just, you know.
Pretty sure when you go to Best Buy and you spend more than $10, they're just going to give you Starlink.
Yeah, they're like, get this out of here.
Which is such a shame because it is a fun game.
It is a very solid game that has been hampered by poor, marketing.
Right.
Yeah, agreed.
So yeah, I do look forward to playing it. It's just not in my wheelhouse right now. It's not something I'm looking to play at the moment. I'm kind of back on the Pokemon train, and now that my room is put back together, which you wouldn't know because I'm still in my office, I can actually start streaming in the next week or so. So I'm going to be working through Hyrule Warriors. So that will be a thing, Eugene. There's a possibility that I might be done with Hyrule Warriors by the time I get down to New Mexico.
Get out of here.
Right? I've only got 7 missions left. 7. And that's it. Then I get the final 2 medals, and I'm done with the game.
Nice.
And then I start playing Dragon Quest Warriors, because I'm actually thinking if I get another Warriors game, that's going to be the one that's going to suit me
Oh boy, that's
best.
what you need is another Warriors game, right?
Did that ever come out in the States? Like
I hope so. Or Warriors 2, anyway. I thought we got one of them.
Warriors
don't
2 is
know.
cool. It's
Well,
much
let's-
more like an RPG.
well, If not, I'm screwed, and I might have to boot up the PlayStation Vita if it happens to be there. I don't know.
Pirate Warriors.
One Piece Pirate Warriors, that's the one I should play, huh?
Pirate Warriors.
Thank you for saving me, Pokemon Sam. I was running out there.
Well, fair. Well, I think I'll toss it over to you, Justin, because you're the only one that hasn't talked Pokemon, and that's sad. You need to get on that Pokemon train.
I might, but right now I'm playing the game of which game in the eShop that's on sale and I'm on my wish list should I spend my money on? Because there's some awesome sales going on right now.
Seriously, though, right?
Justin, get Blaster Master Zero 2. I got
Already-
that one a couple weeks ago.
I've barely played the first one, so
And
you know.
get it anyway. It's only $7.99.
Right, that's $7.99 for a game that I will never play because
That's
I still
okay.
haven't. Because I have enough games on my system that I'm not playing, which is why I shouldn't be buying more. But
But here we are, and you're looking at buying games.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, a game that just came out a couple of months ago.
That game's so bad. I saw that. I think I'm gonna get it. Get it.
The only thing that can convince me to get that at this point is if either my kids want to play it or it has online play. Lucas, does it have online play?
I don't know because I don't have any friends who have it.
So just buy it, and then you can...
you know what? You know what? It definitely does have online play. What I don't know is if it has friend online play. I'll have to check that out. But I know there's an online menu. So.
Of course not. Nintendo doesn't believe in playing with friends. So,
I don't
anyway...
even want to talk about how difficult it is in Pokemon.
So, anyway, yeah, besides that, I haven't actually been doing a lot of gaming. Mostly, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Decided to jump back into that again. And as usual, as hard as I'm trying to finish the storyline, I keep getting distracted. Like right now, I'm trying to get my my Arthur to grow a mustache, handlebar mustache like the one I'm actually growing, which meant I had to go all the way to I can't remember the name of it, but I can't remember the actual city now. The New Orleans city, the version of the city in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the city
Saint
either.
something or other, Saint Denis or something.
Saint Denis?
Yeah, whatever.
It is.
So anyway, I had to go all the way over there and go to the barber and do that in order to get it to grow the right way. And I'm like, really? And of course, on the way over there, I run into side quests and random events. I came across a couple of the gang members who were, torturing a guy over in the swamp. I went over to try and stop it. I didn't stop it in time. They killed the guy. Then I kept trying to feed the gang members' dead bodies to one of the alligators nearby, but I couldn't get the body close enough to the alligator without me being at risk. So, that took way more time than it ever should have. The more I screw around with Red Dead Redemption 2, the more I'm enjoying it. The story still does not hook me as much as the original did. It's getting better, but it's just like there's just so much that happens from point A to point B that like it's hard not to play it for like 2 hours straight when I only planned on doing one mission.
Sure.
On the Switch, let's see, what have I been playing? Yeah, nothing. I've been playing like next to nothing on the Switch. So, unfortunately, this is more of a changing of the system than usual. Last night I was playing some more Link's Awakening. I've still yet to beat that, but I'm on the last main dungeon of the game. So
that. I think I should. I would. Did it go on sale over the holiday? Because I didn't think I saw it.
I don't think so.
I don't think
honestly, if you haven't bought it by now, you might even be better off waiting a couple of years for it to become a player's choice or whatever they're calling it now, because I mean, it's a good game. It's beautiful. If you like Link's Awakening, it's very faithful to it. But at the same time, it's still basically just Link's Awakening with a prettier pictures and sound. You can replay it on your, 3DS and get mostly the same experience and, just buy the Switch version when it's $30 in a couple of years.
But, Eugene, you could get it before I come down to New Mexico, and I could give you a copy of my dungeon that's loaded onto one of my amiibo cards.
Oh, yes, because heaven forbid you share those online with friends.
I might.
I'm not mailing you an amiibo.
Here's a shocker. Justin and I might slightly disagree on that advice, Eugene.
What?
I would argue that the art style is really the reason that you get that game.
Well, and the quality of life improvements, the multiple buttons and everything like that.
It is a sight to behold in an era where really video games aren't being judged much for their visuals anymore because they all kind of look the same at this point. Really freaking good, but it is like watching kind of like an interactive toy box until you get numb to it a few hours in and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm playing the game. It's neat. So I would give it a go.
I've heard that actually, and it's funny because when the game first released, I was just kind of seeing it, or when they first got announced, rather, I was just kind of, seeing it in screenshots. It's like, oh yeah, cool, whatever. But then once like the Let's Plays and everything started coming out, and like seeing it in motion, like that's where it like, oh, okay.
It's a beautiful looking game. It's a beautiful sounding game. It is a really well playing game, but the only like major downside is there's not a lot of game for the $60 price tag. I mean, considering you can spend the same $60 on Breath of the Wild and get like 200-300 hours out of it, you're looking at, maybe a dozen or so out of Link's Awakening. But again, if you love Link's Awakening, that's it's the best way to play it. So
Link's Awakening is definitely one of my favorite Zelda games. So I mean,
then
I
you
feel
owe
like
it to yourself to do it.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
I honestly
I
feel like
I
I'm
can't
almost
judge
doing
if you
myself
want
a disservice.
Right, I can't judge you if you want to spend $60 on it. I spent $70 just so I could get the booklet. So
it's funny. This is not the time or place, so I won't get into it here. But at some point we have to
round table topic.
But at some point we have to have a discussion because me and Steve were just talking about this last night about how gamers associate price with like gameplay length at this point, and I had some strong feelings about it. Me and Steve had a pretty good discussion about it. So at some point when we can actually sit down and talk about it for a good like 30 minutes, we should do that.
And I don't usually equate, like length of gameplay to price paid, but when you can play the more or less the exact same game for considerably cheaper and wait for a price drop, I wouldn't judge you if you any of the listeners even. I wouldn't judge you if you wanted to do that, but it's a quality game with beautiful visuals and an amazing soundtrack, and if you haven't played it before or you're dying to play it again, it's definitely worth it. But that's it. Haven't really been playing a whole lot, so hopefully next week I'll have more to talk about.
Fair enough. Whoops, Windows. I am gonna take over here then because it is my turn to speak. And actually, I've been playing quite a few games, mostly Pokemon. Actually, played Rogue Legacy too. I've got the Rogue Legacy bug for some reason all of a sudden. I've been playing probably 10-20 hours of that in the last week. So
I gotta tell you, Gene, I was meaning to talk to you about this. As much as I enjoy the idea of roguelites, I've decided that I personally have a hard time getting into them, which is weird for me because that is like the Steven style of game.
Sure.
So it's weird that I have such a hard time getting into it, and I'm sad about that.
Because I
Rogue
get it,
Legacy, Crypt of the Necrodancer, those are games that I should enjoy, and I just have a hard time getting hooked on.
I would recommend that you try the one that got me into the genre, which is The Binding of Isaac.
Okay.
It's a good one.
The only thing I would say is be prepared for some gross and some sad, because there's a lot of blood and mucus and pus.
I have it on Vita. So.
Yeah, but it's a solid game. Like I would recommend try to get into that hardcore.
Okay, well maybe I'll pull out the Vita. It's almost the same size and color as my Switch Lite.
I want to say Enter the Gungeon because I think that's a much cooler game, but it's also much harder. That's like bullet hell. Like,
sure.
Yeah. Sorry, Eugene. You can go on with your change the system now.
But anyway,
well, that's really all I was gonna say about the games I've been playing because there was some news that I did want to touch on that happened over the last week. I don't know if we touched on this during Pokemon, but Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX is a thing. And that looks
I forgot about that.
Really freaking cool.
Has anyone played the demo?
Not yet.
No.
But your save stuff does transfer over.
Which is why I'm so paranoid because I don't know what Pokemon I'm going to want to be when I start the game.
Lucas, there's this nice little feature in modern consoles where you can delete your save and start over.
Yeah, but once I dedicate, I'm going to want to, like, dude. Anyway, it's Eugene's changed the system. Go on, Eugene.
Pokemon DX, man. I've never played the Mystery Dungeon games before. I watched them from afar, but this game, just the art style alone, I'm buying it.
If it's anything like Chocobo Mystery Dungeon was, as far as how the game plays, that's a day one purchase for me. So I really need to do myself a service and play the demo and see.
Well, and I still have Explorers of Sky, the DS game that I started up, loved, and then never finished. So maybe when the game comes out, I'll play that as my
there you go.
dungeon parallel.
Right.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and the art style's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
too.
That like watercolor,
such a good
hand
job.
painted. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, that game is. Again, like, I honestly don't care about the game. I just want to play it for the art style. Like, that's a game that I'm going to play just for the way that it looks, you know? But anyways, that game, it looks really cool. I'm excited about that one. There was a couple of other news that came out, just like small bite-sized news, so I'm going to touch on that. There's rumor of a BioShock collection coming out. Looks like there was...
Yes!
Yeah.
I saw this.
Looks like there was a new rating that got made. I think it was maybe by the ESRB or maybe a rating out of Europe or something like that. No, it was Taiwanese. I'm reading the article now. A Taiwanese rating was found. So it was like, you know, just random. Somebody found it. But yeah, BioShock collection. I'm excited for that. I'll buy it.
I will consider it. That's another series that I've wanted to get into, but I haven't.
I would highly recommend it. Infinite is maybe one of my favorites on that, and I don't know that would be included in the collection. I think it is, because it is I think it is on the Xbox One game. But anyways, yeah, BioShock collection. That sounds fun. Then there was actually some Animal Crossing news to come out. I don't know if you guys saw that, but like there's some pre-order bonuses that are starting to show up from.
Oh,
Animal
really?
Crossing. Yeah.
Anything horrible that I
what?
need to get?
Well, it looks like they're gonna be. So far, this is only UK announced, but it looks like at the store.
Of course.
Yeah, looks like at the store game, there's gonna be a really cool tote bag that has like, you know, Tom Nook and you know,
Nice.
I think it has like Isabel's face on there too. I think that's a little Isabel. But yeah, I like that. I like that they would be do a pre-order bonus for Animal Crossing. So I hope they bring that to the States.
I know Amazon just this morning released a bunch of Animal Crossing Switch accessories too. I think for both models of the Switch.
And then one last bit of news since my time is running short. Man, there's kind of a lot this week. There was a new trademark that got filed that suggests that Mario and Luigi series might be coming back. So that's kind of interesting.
I hope so. I really liked that series, and I was sad when they went bankrupt.
I really liked that series right up until the end of the third game, and then once like Dream Team started, I started kind of like...
dude, did you not play Paper Jam?
No.
Oh, that one is so good, Lucas.
Really?
Yes. I love Paper Jam.
I really like the old Mario and Luigi's.
It felt very much like Partners in Time. It felt very much like Partners in Time playing it because of how differently the characters interacted with each other.
I also, like, I hate saying this because it was one of my favorite series, and, like, I think I've said before, the third one is a big basis for, like, the plot of my game, but, like, the Paper Mario series has become this, like, toxic thing that, like, I see it and I'm like, don't want that!
Well, and that was the fun thing about Paper Jam, is it felt like the best of both worlds without really feeling like either world. It feels to me like its own game. Not like it's part of either series.
I would definitely take another Mario and Luigi game. Of course, this is all just kind of rumors at this point. This is just because a patent got filed in Australia. So yeah, like,
it's always the Australians.
Yeah. So, you know, take it for what it is, but, you know, like, yeah, it's interesting. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Australia, Argentina. Argentina for Mario and Luigi.
It starts with an A, ends with an A.
For me, Argentina.
But yeah, that's all the news I really have, and that's really all the games I've been playing too, because Pokemon has taken over my life. I did get to raid with the boys for a little bit, so that was fun.
Once we got connected, because Nintendo makes it unnecessarily difficult.
Yeah.
Pardon me, Game Freak makes it unnecessarily difficult.
I'd like to ask you all a question before we go to our next segment then.
Yes.
Yes.
Good timing, too, because it's just about time up here.
There it is. Smash Direct is tomorrow. I would like everybody to make one prediction for the character they think is
Oh,
going to get in.
crap.
I've already...
What did I predict? Hang on, I gotta check.
You predicted Dante.
That's right.
Devil
I
May
predicted Dante because the Devil May Cry patents were also just filed on Switch. If I have to say who I want, though, I want Crash or Shantae, even though I have a feeling.
Crash for Smash!
My wanted
Crash
character...
for Smash!
My wanted character is Gino from Mario RPG. Or Score Bunny's Final Evolution or something, but this is mostly third-party stuff.
However, don't need another third.
We
form
do.
evolution. We don't need another fire Pokemon.
However,
like we need another Fire Emblem character.
My prediction is that it's going to be some boring white dude from a game I've never played, and I'm not going to have any interest in it, like Ryo Hayabusa. Who is
like
admittedly,
the last one we got,
admittedly
Terry.
Japanese, but who cares? Yeah, he's going to be another Terry Bogard for me. Just a character that I personally have no connection to, and I'm going to be like, neat, and just move on. So,
my
Justin,
ultimate
how
pipe
about-
dream is Steve.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, I mean, Lucas kind of took one of mine, which would have been Gino, but actually, I was leaning more towards Rayman.
Rayman.
Nintendo and Ubisoft
In
have
stereo.
been pretty close lately, so
Yeah.
there's a decent chance of that. Plus,
Wait a sec.
He's a third-party
Rayman
character.
Legends was just on sale. Rayman confirmed.
okay, but Justin's face when instead of Rayman, he gets the rabbits.
I mean, to be fair, I have played a total of 3 Rayman games in my life, and that's including
Origins,
the
Legends, and 3? Which 3 have you played? Origins, Legends, and 3?
the original.
Oh, wow.
Is Legends the one that's on Switch?
I think Legends and
No,
Origins is on Switch.
Legends is on Switch. Origins was on Wii.
Okay, so the original Legends and Rayman 2/Rayman 3D on the 3DS.
Okay.
And I've only played that for a grand total of like 15 minutes. So,
Well,
but he's been around for a good long time, and he is pretty iconic in gaming at this point, especially, with, the popularity of the last few games.
But how do you do an amiibo where he doesn't have arms?
Same way they had Link appear to be floating in air. Just give him a P stand.
Peace Stand Rayman.
God.
I love it.
Eugene?
So my prediction is I'm just kind of aping off of predictions that were I'm just aping off of predictions that have already been predicted. So the one that I've heard in the past is the Slayer from Doom. I just think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. Come on.
I'm gonna say
I guess they
very
could
slim to no chance on
Actually,
that
they could do that. They can do a day-and-date release for the new character tomorrow, and then 2 months later, when Doom comes out on Animal Crossing Day, they can release Doom Slayer.
And then both of us would have our predictions right, Eugene.
Yeah.
And then my other... these are both kind of pie-in-the-sky predictions, by the way, because I think the real answer is Dante, like Steve said. But my other one, if I had to take a wild guess, would be Leon Kennedy, because that's actually been thrown around as well from Resident Evil.
Kind of cool.
He'd be a good opposite for Snake.
Oh god, can you imagine like the cheesy one-liners he'd be throwing?
Yes,
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
But the cool thing would be, if it were me, I would make Leon Kennedy and just have the skins be like Jill Valentine and all the other characters from the series.
That would be cool.
So that's my pie in the sky there. Hopefully that happens, but don't count your fingers. Don't cross your fingers, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a little break here. We're gonna play a little mini game, and then we'll be right back. We are back. It is time for a little game. I don't know what it's going to be because
I was gonna
Steve's
say, have I
hosting
even
it.
told you guys what we're playing yet?
No.
Nope.
All right. Well, we're playing one
Wait,
single round.
wait. Music.
Oh.
Can I make a
We weren't actually doing the show? God damn it.
No, here we go.
Fuck.
Infendo Radio records live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. You can join us and watch those live recordings over at twitch.tv/Infendo Radio.
And we're back. It is time for a little mini game. I'm going to toss it away to Steve, and he's going to tell us what we're doing.
I was wondering if you knew if I was hosting the game or not tonight. Yeah, so I have a little surprise game for everybody. Lucas, I love what you're doing there. Everybody head over to twitch.tv/Infendo Radio to find out. We are going to play a single round of my favorite game, Who's That Pokemon?
Okay.
So the way this works is you guys have 20 questions, and I need to grab a pen and a notepad so I can keep track. You guys have 20 questions to figure out what Pokemon I have picked.
Oh, snap!
Now, here's the disclosure.
Considering I can name literally like maybe 10% of the Pokemon that exist, I am officially out of this game.
I'm
Not
ready.
necessarily, Justin, because this Pokemon is one of the more common ones. It is in the Galar Pokedex.
I'm ready.
So, all right, guys. Let the questioning begin.
Does this Pokemon fight with electricity?
Does it fight with electricity?
Oh, come on. That's such a generic... Like, come on, Steve. You know what he meant.
Yeah. No. The answer is no. I had to actually check, because if there was an electric move it could learn, then I would have actually had to say yes.
Okay, let's
So that's
do
a
what we
bonus
did.
hit.
Let's do
Yes.
what we did back in the day. Okay, Steven.
Lucas.
Does this Pokemon come from gens 1, 2, 3, or 4?
1, 2, 3, or 4? No, it does not. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. No, it does not.
I'm out.
Okay. Why are you an idiot?
You'll understand when you get it.
Okay. Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Okay, I get you now. Is this Pokemon a fire, grass, water, ground, or poison type?
Yes.
Fire, grass,
Okay.
water, ground, poison. Is this Pokemon a fire, water, or grass type?
No.
So it's either poison or
Poison.
ground. Does this Pokemon have more than one type?
Yes.
Sorry, Eugene, I've been hogging this.
That's okay. We're getting
You
there.
guys have asked 1, 2, 3, 4 questions.
Is this Pokemon a poison type?
No.
So
Ground.
it's at least half ground. It's half
Should we,
ground. We know
should we
that.
try and narrow down the other type? Wait, no, it's not electricity either because I asked that already.
Yeah,
so
well,
should
he
we
doesn't
try and
know
get
any
that other
electric
type?
attacks. Might as well, right?
Yeah, here's that free hint. It's not an electric type, nor can it learn any electric attacks from what I can see.
Okay.
I'm
gonna
definitely
go.
out.
Well, hang in there, buddy. Is this Pokemon a rock or steel type?
No.
Oh crap! I was so convinced it would be.
Right. So,
What other ground type Pokemon are there that are common?
and you said it's Galar region, right?
Well, no, he said it's either 5, 6, 7, or 8. So it could be anywhere from
Oh,
black and white up to Galar.
But it appears in the Galar Dex, I think. is
Yeah,
what-
it has
okay,
to
all
by
right,
my
that makes
rules of
sense.
Who's That Pokemon.
Okay.
And let me give you another bonus hint. It appears in the current Galar Pokedex of 1 through 400.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
so it's not
okay.
Slowpoke.
Yeah, it's not Slowpoke or any of the other new confirmed Pokemon.
So you said not
Okay.
rock or steel type?
Not rock or steel, but it is half
I
ground.
forget what the types were that you said in your initial batch, honestly.
It's not grass. I did all the starters, so it's not fire, water, or grass. It's not electric. It's not rock. It's not steel.
And it is definitely a dual type.
There,
Yes.
Yeah, there are no fairy types that are also ground. There are no psychic types that are also ground. I don't think there are any dark types that are also ground. There are dragons, but I don't think they're in this game.
is this a... Oh no, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this because then I think it's going to give it right away.
What is it?
Because there's only... Okay, I'm going to say it. Is this a ghost type? Shit. Is it, I don't know the name.
Hold up.
Oh, that was a yes.
Oh, is
this
Runerigus?
Yes, it is.
Yes!
So,
I have never heard of that.
So you know Yamask, Justin, that evolves into Kafrigus from I think the last game. He's got a Galarian
You are
form.
speaking gibberish.
He's got a Galarian form, and this was the evolution for it.
I barely even know what Galarian means.
Blessings
Pokemon
of the
from
goddess
Yellow.
Yes, I
Hylia.
know. I know what it means, but I'm saying, like, I've played, like, 3, 4 Pokemon generations. 1, 2, whatever Platinum was, and,
Well, Justin, here's
X
your
and Y.
here's your incentive to get the Pokemon game. Otherwise, you're doomed when we play this game.
I'm okay with that, honestly. This is a game that I am happy to lose.
All right, well, we're not going to be losing very much longer because we have a lot of winners that have submitted some questions for the question block. So, Minus64 asks, if a Switch Pro, meaning a more powerful Switch as rumored, Zelda 2, and Nintendo 64 games for Switch Online drop for late summer fall, is that enough to battle against the 2 consoles this fall? I mean, honestly, I think the Switch doesn't really need anything to battle against the other consoles. It kind of stands on its own. We talked about this, I think last week even, but like, Nintendo's strength is that they don't really have to, go and play with the boys. They are doing their own thing. They're
right,
playing
like,
dolls while everybody else is playing Cowboys
Tonka
and
trucks.
Indians.
Tonka trucks!
They're doing whatever they
Well,
want to do.
Nintendo released the Switch Lite, and it was the most popular selling console in Japan the month it came out.
Mhm.
And all they
Right.
had to do was release a gimped version of the console.
And
It'll be
I mean,
fun.
at this point, like, I think statistics show most people have, like, a Switch and either a PlayStation or an Xbox, if not
I
both.
do.
So, you are a special exception to every rule of purchasing or owning things, Steve. So,
That is
I don't know
the
what
truth.
you're talking about, Justin. Me?
so, but I mean, like, I think especially with Breath of the Wild is one of the best-selling games of the past whatever, and the Switch has many of the best-selling games of this generation. So, like, I don't think the Switch or Nintendo are going to hurt any with the new systems coming out.
Mhm.
Not to mention, I think we discussed this last week or 2 weeks ago, system launches are not always the best time to get a system. Because, you don't have a lot of games. You don't have necessarily the best quality games. The systems are usually outrageously expensive.
You're gonna get your drifting Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got all sorts of like first generation hardware issues. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that these systems will not sell well. I'm sure they're gonna sell incredibly well, but like, I think the Xbox One and the PS4 still have a lot of life left in them. And the Switch is still going incredibly strong in spite of the fact that there are upgraded versions of both those systems. So I think Switch will be just fine, especially if they're upgrading their hardware. I can see a lot of people getting a Switch Pro instead of a new system.
Well, they've got my money on Switch Pro. So
I mean, depending on what it has, like, if it's as much of an upgrade as, say, like the new Nintendo 3DS, yeah, probably for me, because there was a lot of stuff in that appealed to me. But if it's just
If
well,
it's
and
a DSi,
GameStop. Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, if it's a DSi that removes, like, that's one of the reasons I couldn't care less about the Switch Lite. If it's gonna remove features rather than just add to them and increase processing power, then no, there's nothing there that interests me.
But I guess to answer the question, then, what do you think that they have anything to worry about?
Not at all.
Competing with the PS5 and the new Xbox.
Nope.
I mean, Nintendo could see a sales slump because of those systems right now, and still not have anything to worry about. They are printing money.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, there you go. There's your answer, Minus. The next
Slacker Monkey.
The next question comes from Slacker Monkey, and I think Lucas is pining to read it.
I am pining to read it. In part because I'd like to have a question that has the word video game in it as the first and last question of this segment. So, Slacker Monkey asks, if science figured out a way to mix any two fruits or vegetables into one superfruit or super vegetable, what two would you mix? For what reason, as in flavor or health benefits? And what would you call this new beautiful
science
abomination?
Do that? Isn't that what
It's
like
called
a tangerine is?
It's called a blender. Like, actually, I've had so Wonka Corporation sells things called grapples, which are apples that when you bite into them, they taste
Is
like
that
grapes.
like a flapple?
It's
I remember
actually-
when Juicy Fruit had like strappleberry flavor.
Yeah,
It
they're
was
actually
like a strawberry apple.
they're actually really good. It's the satisfying crunch of an apple, but with the taste of a grape, and they're really good. I think if I were to combine it, I would choose. Oh, I've been thinking about this off, the show, and I was thinking a strawberry and a banana make a very good smoothie. So I would like to have a stranana. And I would like to just have that taste of a nice, maybe like you peel it back and it's got that strawberry cream kind of thing going on. And so yeah, I'm going with a stranana.
Okay.
Don't forget naming it as part of the question. So
I don't even know that I have an answer. I don't really like fruits or vegetables.
Now's your time to learn.
I mean, I guess I could do a gracini, a grape and a zucchini, because I like both of those. You got your salty and your sweet.
Sounds kind of awful, but go okay.
It's the best I got. Sorry.
So I'm going to answer this question, but I'm also going to give you an answer to this question. So at my local grocery store, they have weird stuff like that, and they usually sell like individually packaged, like it's a freaking pearl or something like that. But I tried what's called a lime quat. It's a key lime and a kumquat. It was actually really freaking good.
Send me some.
Yeah, right? But I guess to answer the question for a fruit that I maybe have not seen on the shelves, my favorite fruit is by far a blueberry. So if you can mix a blueberry and a strawberry, I think you're going to have the perfect fruit.
And what would you call it?
A strawberry.
What about a bawberry?
Oh, I like it. I like the bawberry. Give me my bawberries and that's all I need.
All right.
What kind of berry or fruit, or what do you need? Nobody's picking vegetables.
Well, once again,
Nobody likes
zucchini.
vegetables.
True.
Lucas stole one of mine with the strawberry banana combination there, but I've got a substitute.
Okay.
I'm going to combine an apple and an orange for two reasons. Number one, when people say comparing apples and oranges, well, here's your comparison.
You would go for the irony factor.
It's an aplorange. and the other reason is then there can finally be a word in the English language that rhymes with orange.
and then is that it, or do you have like
it would be basically an orange, but you can bite through the skin and eat all but the core.
Yeah, I like that.
So you don't have to.
Blessings be. That would be like top notch,
Right?
Oh yeah, like peeling oranges is the biggest pain in the ass.
Fun fact: I actually do just bite through the orange like it's an apple, and then like my mouth is numb after I'm done from like chewing through rind to get to the orange. This sounds like a joke, but I actually do this. So.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
doubt
some
you.
animal on Earth probably does the same thing. So
I-
if it's good enough for them.
I puncture it with my canine.
I mean,
Okay.
well, we're gonna move on to the next
You said it,
question.
Donkey Kong.
This one comes to us from Colt45. Steve, you want to happen to read this one? Do you have it up?
Yeah. If you had to turn one movie into a video game, what would it be? And then he also wants to hear that in reverse: one video game to a movie.
Ooh, okay, now we getting serious.
Oh, this is
Okay, I have my answer immediately.
Okay, go ahead.
So video.
Does it have to be one that doesn't already exist? I mean, that makes it more fun, but also harder.
It doesn't specify, but
So my answer for this is kind of a cop-out because it's not going to be a movie, it's going to be a TV show. But I've always wanted a good video game of The Last Airbender. I would give that to... I don't know who I would want to develop that. Actually, you know what would be really cool? Giving that to, like, Capcom and then turning that into, like, a monster-style type game, actually. I can see that. Because there's a lot of cool monsters in Avatar, you know? Like, and... I don't know, like there's a lot of weird hybrid monsters. But anyways, that would be a cool game. And then the vice versa of that, video game to a movie, come on, that's easy. For me, the answer is and has always been Metroid.
Yeah.
Nice, I could see that.
Yeah.
The only problem with Metroid I can see is you pretty much only have one main character. So unless they were doing like an Other M sort of, hey, here's a team of bounty hunters.
I think you can make that work.
Which worked freaking well, despite what the internet has to say. Other M's story was solid. So give me that as a movie. I'm sold.
No kidding.
Okay, so movie to game. This is gonna sound stupid, and I'm sorry, Justin, if I've stolen yours yet again.
Probably not.
A Detective Pikachu. I want a Detective Pikachu. Like when I was watching that movie, I was saying to myself,
hang on. I know where he's going.
No, like
with
listen to me.
Hear him out.
When I was watching the Detective Pikachu movie, I was thinking, God, I wish I could play this as a game. I want to be able to go to Rhyme City and see all those realistic looking Pokemon and solve
You know what this reminds
Pokemon.
Yeah.
This reminds me of when they made Street Fighter the movie, the video game.
Yeah. but see, here's the thing. The Detective Pikachu game sucks and is for babies. Like, it's not that good.
Yeah,
and
I tried playing it and it was not holding my attention.
The environment, the world they built for Detective Pikachu the movie was so solid that I want to go to that like crime-laden city where I'm like running around with these realistic Pokemon and I want to solve murder mysteries and stuff.
So is this going to be like an LA Noir sort of?
Oh, sure. Yes. Give me like GTA, like high-res GTA with Pokemon. Yeah. No, I would be all the way down for something. Like I want that.
Nintendo and Rockstar, you have joined forces in a couple of things before. This is going to be your jackpot $1 million idea.
Really, though?
As for games or that I want to see movies, that's a little bit harder for me because a lot of the games that I like that I would say, let's do it, like Skyrim or something, like they already have really solid plots, and I wouldn't like to just see that translated into a movie form. It's part of why I don't really have much of an interest in watching The Witcher on Netflix, because it's like, if I want the story, I'll play the game, you know? That said, I watched a fan movie that came out like 10 years ago that somebody did for Mega Man, and it was pretty cool. And I think if you go off the source material with the whole, like, you know, him being converted into a battle robot and having to stop his brother robots from rampaging in the city and stuff, like, just give us that Mega Man 1 story as, like, a movie. That could be cool. I would like to see that done with, like, a professional budget. So, Mega Man for me. I would enjoy that movie.
So, here's what I want. I'm going to go next real quick before I lose my ideas.
That was when I started talking. I don't want to forget.
Oh, okay. So
I'm writing it down.
Okay. I'm going to go. I want, kind of like Eugene, I'm going to go with a TV show. I want Power Rangers, the video game, but I don't want those fighting video games like we had before where they were a beat 'em up. I want like a Spider-Man. Well, that would be nice. Anyway, no, I want something like Spider-Man where, you know, it's more open, go around, find the villains, you know, see what Rita and Zed are up to.
So how do you lose the villains? They're like 500 feet tall.
Not all the time. Or maybe you have to hurry up and summon Megazord to get to that part of the city before it's destroyed.
Steve, come on, you know you want Power Rangers Muso game, rather. You want
I hadn't thought about that.
Just waves upon waves of buddies.
Hell. Eugene, that's it. That's my video game. I want Power Rangers Warriors.
Well, you turned him.
Yeah,
quick.
Right there. Now, interestingly enough, I had already picked my video game to movie, and of course, it's Hyrule Warriors, the movie.
Ooh, that would be fun.
What other movie would I pick? I mean, Minecraft is going to be a boring movie.
Okay, really. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Who in the world can you cast to play Sia? Who is perfect enough to be Sia in that movie?
Well, you need someone with short hair and really big boobs. So who do we know?
Eugene, I don't know.
Beyonce?
Actually, that could work.
Beyonce would be a breathtaking Sia.
She actually does have the right body type for it if she's willing to wear that suit.
And she's even got the kind of, like, I wasn't thinking of it. I was thinking race-blind casting when I said Beyonce, because I always think of Sia as white, but she's actually got that tan skin, so that would actually be a solid...
We have officially lost all of our female and non-white listeners.
Oh no, all 0 of our listeners have left us.
And there go the rest.
All right, so there we go. Thank you, Eugene, for Power Rangers Warriors.
You're welcome.
Eugene,
I'm sorry.
So my movie to video game is going to be Blade Runner. And actually it's nice. I'm thinking something very similar to what Lucas was saying. I don't want to, cop Lucas again, but something like L.A. Noire, which basically Blade Runner is already, but it's set in the Blade Runner version of Los Angeles, and you're a Blade Runner trying to track down replicants, and you have to follow leads and interview witnesses and find the replicant and retire it and all of that. And
so if Rockstar's going to do Pokemon, then I think that BioWare needs to do Blade Runner.
Ooh. Can we switch that around? Because I think the lore of Pokemon lends itself better to BioWare.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And the dark, gritty, gruesomeness of Blade Runner would work well for Rockstar. But like Blade Runner is one of my all-time favorite movies. And all right, so let me get to my video game to movie adaptation before this runs extremely long. And this is gonna sound really cliche, but I want to see a Legend of Zelda movie. I don't want to see a movie based on any of the existing Legend of Zelda games. I want them to do like every Zelda game does and say, this is another independent story of Link fighting Ganon or Ganondorf to save Hyrule and rescue Zelda, but it's its own separate story. Here's your own cast of characters. You can place it here on the timeline or there on the timeline, whatever. Just something that is very something that could easily have been a Legend of Zelda game, but not directly based on any of them. I'm trying to think of an example of a movie based on a source. Well, kind of like the way they do comic book movies, where this is not based on any particular story or comic book.
Yeah, it may have some similarities, but
the Super Mario Brothers movie,
or not.
While Justin was talking, he gave me another one, and I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to say the title: Dead by Daylight, but you play as the Terminator.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in a city, you're playing as the Terminator, and you're trying to hunt down some kid. Make that a thing.
Well, thank you very much, Colt, and everybody else for all your questions for the question block. You got us to the end of the show, so we are gonna get out of here, but not without telling the people where they can find us and all the things that we're doing. First things first, go to Infendo.com. You can join Steve's Discord from there if you want to. You can join our Discord from there if you want to. That's what you really need to be doing, I think. The Discord is honestly where everything is happening these days. We kind of moved everything away from everything else and kind of consolidated into Discord, so
it's easier to manage, you guys. It really is.
Exactly, so that's kind of where we're doing all of our stuff. If you need to find the Discord links, go to Infendo.com. But Justin, where can the people find you?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at InfendoJustin. And you can follow my Disney, particularly Disney World related tweets on @Utilidork, and go to utilidork.com and check out my blog. It hasn't been updated in over a year, but if you haven't seen it, it's new to you.
That's
a good tagline.
Yeah, exactly.
I should trademark that.
Steve, where can the people find you? But first, where did you get that adorable shirt?
Tturtle.com, actually. I got it for Christmas.
Nice.
Oh,
And anybody that knows me knows that I sleep all day. I may or may not be late to work often. Hopefully my boss doesn't listen to this. And I'm up all night playing video games.
I thought Eugene was promoting himself for a moment.
No, actually,
No.
I'm not getting my shirts from him until I go to New Mexico. Yeah, can you believe he's making me fly to New Mexico? Anyway, you can find me, like Eugene said, go to infendo.com, click the community tab, join my Discord. Now that the construction is done in my part of the house, I can actually start these streams that I've been talking about. So I plan on starting those this weekend.
Nice.
Over at twitch.tv/Gentas. That's Gentas. So yeah, go there if you want to chat with me during the stream. You can do that through my Discord. And the end of Hyrule Warriors is upon us. I'm hoping to have that done still by the end of the month, which I should have time. I've got 15 or 14 days before I leave.
Nice. Yeah, definitely go keep up with Steve on the end of his journey there. Actually, on the end of Lucas's journey, he's going to be working on finishing up a game, I think. So
Yes,
where
it's
can
a
the
big
people-
year for us.
Yeah, where can the people find you doing that?
Honestly, the best place to go for my stuff these days is my YouTube channel, which is Lucas Peace. I would like to get like a link up in our Infendo radio downloads or something, so there's an easy way to find me, because it's hard to direct people to a YouTube channel. The URLs are kind of weird, but if you search for Lucas Peace, you'll see a photo of me with a blue mustache and beard. That's the one. Click on that. I post live streams there when I'm working on my game. I don't always live stream the stuff I'm doing on my game, but when I do, it goes there. In addition to that, I have a capture card, and I've been itching to do some online Pokemon battles, so that'll probably be a thing. And
Yeah, I'll have to log into your computer to help you set that up.
yeah, and I am getting a video uploaded this week all about the internships I've experienced as a young man.
Oh,
so
that is
Those
wonderful.
videos are so... Oh, that one that you posted... I don't
Oh
know if
my
you posted
gosh.
it for everybody, but I saw it, and it was great.
that was in our I think that was in the Infendo private Discord.
I posted the intro to that video as unlisted just so I have it saved, but that intro will be part of a 10-minute or so video that actually goes into detail about the 3 different internships I've had.
Oh
And
my gosh, are you really gonna do that?
yeah, I'm not gonna use any names because I'm a gentleman, but I wanna share my stories because in my opinion, all 3 of the internships that I experienced have been trips, and there's a lot to talk about. So that'll be going up on my
That's
channel
gonna be
by
awesome.
by Sunday night at the latest. I think I'll have that up, just depending on when
Awesome.
I can get around to actually shooting the main content. So
By the way, can I say how fitting it is that you got this song for your outro?
I love it. This is my boy, my play
I know.
night.
I know.
Well, you
Easily
can
the
find
best music in
me
this
and
game.
everything that
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing and Infendo's doing at infendo.com, as we mentioned previously. If you want to follow me specifically, follow at Infendo Eugene on Discord or on Twitter, because I don't think that that's how that works on Discord. But in any case, go to my Discord and you can send me a
No, I
DM too.
think you're-
Slide in my DMs. I don't care.
I
I'm
think
cool
you're
with that.
King Eugene at King Eugene in the Discord.
Yeah.
Booine. I don't think there's a G in there.
Oh, isn't there? Has he messed that up all these years?
I did not mess anything up. I intentionally do everything that I
Oh no,
say
he's
and
back.
type,
He's
Steve.
he's back to Ethos Soccer.
Oh, okay. We don't know what he is. Just come to the Discord.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah, guys,
am
we're
and
actually
always
gonna get
have
out of
been
here.
Master
It has
Claw.
been a fun show. We'll see ya all next time.
Bye bye.
See you real soon.
Peace.
No, that's peace.
Yeah,
I
he's
forget what
Lucas Peace.
I forget what I used as the goodbye music for this week's show, but it was a bop, whatever it was.
Okay, before I forget.
All right,
stop.
everybody. We love you so much. If you're watching us in Twitch, we're gonna catch you later. See ya.
Yes, Rich.